Now that we've talked about the history of astronomy, let's talk about stars and galaxies. Did you know that the sun is a star? And it isn't even the biggest star in our galaxy. So what is a star? A star, or all stars, are gigantic balls of very hot gas that give off electromagnetic radiation. Woo! Electromagnetics we learned about in the last chapter. The sun is the closest star to the Earth, that's why we see it so big, and it's the brightest star in the sky. You should know that a star's color tells you its temperature. Red is the coolest, orange-yellow is hotter than red, but the hottest temperature stars are white or white-blue. Here's a visual of the life cycle of stars. All stars start in a stellar nursery. Stars form in a nebula from collapsing clouds of interstellar gas and dust. After they form in this nebula, after the stars form in the nebula, they either become a red giant or a red supergiant. Then, as their life cycle continues, they become supernovas or planetary nebulas, either a white dwarf and then a black dwarf. After a supernova, they become a neutron star or a black hole. We will be talking about black holes a little bit more in class.
These are clouds of gas called nebula. These are the birthplace of stars. That's right, stars are born from the dust and gas within these clouds. Stars actually have a life cycle. They are born, evolve, and change over a period of time, and then die. Our sun is relatively young. Scientists believe our sun began to evolve energy about 5 billion years ago. It will continue to shine for another 5 billion years. Eventually, the supply of hydrogen is almost used up. The core is made up of helium, which begins to shrink. The shrinking causes a buildup in the temperature, and the helium atoms begin to fuse to form carbon atoms. At this point, the hydrogen outer shell expands outward to an enormous surface, extending to the orbit of the Earth. The star is considered a giant. Then it will blow its outer atmosphere and collide with what's called a white dwarf. The star shrinks to planet size as more and more of the helium is fused with carbon. It becomes a white dwarf, which gives off a white cool cloud. White dwarfs are extremely dense. A white dwarf would weigh many tons. It continues to give off some energy until all the fuel is gone, and then it will become a dim star. How long a star takes to evolve is determined by its starting mass. The more massive a star is, the shorter its life. Our sun is an average-sized star, so it will take about 10 billion years for Earth to death. A smaller star should take 100 million years, while the largest, the farthest away star, only 50 million years. Within galaxies are clouds of gas called.
So what are galaxies? Galaxies are huge systems of stars, dust, and gas held together by gravity. There are 3 different types of galaxies or shapes of galaxies. There's the spiral galaxy, which is in a pinwheel shape shown here. We live in a spiral galaxy called the Milky Way. An elliptical galaxy is in a football-like shape, or an ellipse, and an irregular galaxy has no real shape. There are all different kinds of irregular galaxies. Constellations are groups of stars that form a pattern or a shape. Many ancient peoples looked for pictures in the stars to help guide them or to help tell stories. And different parts of the world see different constellations at different times because the Earth is always rotating. In class, you will be researching and doing a project and creating a constellation of your choosing in any way that you choose. and I'd like to show you a video on constellations.
Constellations. As you look at the night sky, the stars seem to make patterns in the darkness. Long ago, people looked for pictures of these patterns, and made up stories about the pictures they saw. So all over the world have looked at the same stars and the same patterns. These patterns are called constellations. There are many constellations in the night sky. You might recognize the different or the little and Orion, the hunter.
So there's constellations and stars and galaxies.